Hello everyone, welcome to Unacademy. How are you all guys? I hope you are safe, sound, pink in health and surrounding, right? Let me see who are into the class. As I could see, there is only one person and that is Devesh Chaudhary. He's the first one in the class. So welcome to the 15th lectures of Business Economics and the Business Knowledge CA Foundation. And I welcome you all to Unacademy Foundation channel. And in this foundation channel, we are taking all classes English. So there's a schedule which starts from maths, then it comes to accounts, then it comes to economics, and then it comes to law also. Here, all the syllabus, everything about the CA Foundation classes, everything about the CA Foundation. So I am CA Pinkesh Thakrani. I am Chartered Accountant. I am a founder of the Money Mug. Plus I am a BCom graduate, DSA qualified institute member, a research analyst, and 10 of last 8 years I have taught around 10,000 students so far, and here I am with economics to teach you at Unacademy, right? So basically guys, I would like to recommend you to download the Unacademy learning app, which is available in your Android and the Play Store, right? And you can simply search me here, right? You can go and simply search me here. You can follow me at Unacademy app. The link is available in the description. And yes, definitely. Hi Khushi, welcome to the class. You can also join the combat with all students from all over India. You can join this test series. This test series is completely, you can win very exciting prizes into it. A lot good sum is dedicated or sponsorship like 1 CR. Already been started. The multiple rounds will go on. You can find the link of this particular thing in Academy app, right? And in addition to it, Unacademy has started with the iconic subscription. Previously we had plus subscription. We do have the plus subscription where you get the top educators, quality content, but in addition to it you have the personal coach books available in the iconic. And definitely if you want to iconic any if you want to join any of the program, whether it is iconic or the plus, I recommend you to use my code PINKESH, right? This code will give you 10% off for the time being. Hi Ishan, welcome to the class. Okay, let me know if there is sound problem. I would be checking the sound if there is a sound problem. Okay, right, I don't think here any sound problem is there. Is it there from your end? Let me know guys. Sound problem जा रहा है तो मुझे जरूर बताइएगा, right? ईशान को जा रहा है, देवेश एंड खुशी, let me know sound का कोई issue है क्या? Okay, let me just see if I could do something. Okay. I guess अभी जो है आ रहा होगा. Hi Kavya, welcome to the class. Hi Nitin, welcome to the class. Hi Khushi, welcome to the class. Okay, Ishan, is it clear now? Right, Kavya, is it clear now? Okay, Nitin, now the sound will come. I hope the sound will come now, right? So what determines a demand? We have already covered this part. The first thing that determines a demand is the law of demand itself, right? It's the price of the commodity. So what is the relationship between the price of the commodity and the quantity demanded? Yes, Devesh, clear. That's really very great. Okay. Do ask your friends to join the class immediately, guys. Immediately, because we are discussing a very important chapter of demand. Okay. Come on, guys. There's a question for you. What is the relationship between the price and the quantity demanded? Sir, there is an inverse relationship. when it comes to the price and the quantity demanded, whenever the price falls, the quantity demanded increases. Whenever the price falls, the quantity demanded increases. It is because of the two things, income effect and the substitution effect. So basically, when the price of the commodity is falling, your income is same, you are gonna buy more, right? Because you have more money, right? When you have more money, you are gonna buy more because you can buy the same commodity multiple times or in more quantity. This is because the power of your income has increased now. The second thing is a substitution effect. Means you are gonna substitute it with that product which is getting cheaper. Okay, so you would not be buying a very costlier product which is having the same utility what a cheaper product is giving. So basically there are two effects because of which the law of demand is going operating. It is the income effect and the substitution effect. Hello, yes, Kavya is 100% correct. It is the reverse relationship between the price of the commodity and that of the quantity demanded. Yes, and there are two types of the related commodities. We have studied this in the previous lecture, and those are complementary goods and the competing goods. Complementary goods are the one which are used simultaneously. Okay, everyone. For example, mobile phones and the earphones. A new example. This is very practical also, right? The mobile phone and the earphone are the one complementary goods because you are using the mobiles, therefore you are using the earphones, right? So if there is a rise in the demand for the mobile phones, there would be the rise in the demand for the earphone. If there is a fall in the price of the mobile phones, the people are going to buy more mobile phones and therefore they would be buying more earphones, right? What do you take, guys? For example, this particular Apple pen. This Apple pen comes with iPad Pro. Okay, but you have to purchase it separately. So if there is a rise in the demand for the iPad Pro, there would be rise in the demand for the Apple pen also, right? Because these are the complementary goods. Okay, so the complementary goods are the goods which are used together and therefore they are bought together. So if demand in rise in the fall in demand of one of the commodity would going to affect the complementary good. Is it clear to each and everyone? Yes, sir. We are 100% clear. We have also given you the various examples of the complementary goods. It is ink and the pen, or the pen and the refill. Then there could be vehicles and the cars, vehicles and the petrol. These are the complementary goods. Okay, so we have covered this thing. You have told me, okay, I take this brainstorming section where we said complementary goods are the shoes and the socks, or the pen and the ink, scooter and the petrol, iPad Pro and the Apple Pro. Apple Pro, it is not Apple Pro actually. It is basically Apple Pencil. Okay, it is basically Apple Pencil. Okay, right. So, and you are also saying like a scooter and the petrol, then uske baad remote and the battery. Remote and battery are the also things, right? So you have to take this thing into considerations. Okay, everyone. There is a direct relationship between the demand of those, right? Demand of the shoes. If there is a rise in the demand of the shoes, there would be rise in the demand of the socks also, right? But when it comes to the price and with the quantity demanded of the other goods, then there is an inverse relationship. You have to take care of this particular terms. Okay, everyone. When you're talking about the demand of both the things, the demand are moving in the same direction. Okay, if the demand for the shoes is rising, there would be the rise in the demand for the socks also, right? But when it comes to price of the shoes, if the price of the shoes is falling, then the demand for the socks is rising. Okay, everyone. So when it comes to price of shoes and demand for the socks, there is an indirect relationship. When it comes to the demand of both the things, then there is a direct relationship because they are complementary goods. So this thing you need to take care while writing in the examination, while giving the examination, while taking the MCQs. Now then comes the substitute goods. Now substitute goods are one which are substituted. For example, if I am taking tea, I would not be taking the coffee. Okay. If I am taking tea, then I would not be taking the coffee. Hi Pranjal, welcome to the class. Okay, Jio and the Airtel, again they are the substitute goods, right? Coca-Cola and the Thumbs Up, they are the substitute goods. So basically, if the demand for the tea is rising, so the demand for the coffee will fall, right? Because if I am consuming tea, I cannot have coffee, right? It would be weird taste. Hana, have you ever tried mixing the tea and the coffee, or taking coffee after tea? It's something really very weird. People don't like it. So basically, so there is an inverse relationship when it comes to the demand for the substitute, right? But when you compare the price of one substitute with the demand of the other substitute, for example, the price of the tea is falling, the people would be buying more tea, and the people are buying more tea, then they would not be buying the coffee. So basically there is a direct relationship when it comes to the price of the tea and the quantity demanded for the coffee. So you have to make the distinction the way that what is asking, what is the relationship, what kind of relationship it is asking. It is asking the relationship of the price of the commodity with the demand for that substitute, right? So words को ना अच्छे से देखेंगे, right? You have to carefully see the words. How are the words, right? Are they asking the relationship, the demand of both the commodities, or price of one commodity and the demand of some other commodity, right? So that should be really clear for all of you, right? Okay, right. Good morning, everyone, right? And if you haven't liked the video yet, please like the video. Okay, everyone, please like the video. We daily come live at 11 a.m., right? 11 a.m. is a time that we come daily at Unacademy CA Foundation channel, right? Now this is what I have told you right earlier. Okay, so when it comes to complementary goods, if there is a fall in the price of the commodity, you can see here, right? If there is a fall in the price of the commodity, is affect, how is this going to affect, right? How it is going to affect, a lot many things are into it, right? So you can see how it is going to affect. Okay, my pen is not working. I am really very sorry for it. Why? I don't know why it is not working, right? So basically you can say complementary goods, you can just take the screenshot of this, right? If the price is falling, right, can you see that in the first column, right? It is right, first column, the price of the related commodity is falling, there was demand is rising, and effect of price, there would be the demand. Okay, same happens the B case. In C case, I have taken substitutes. See substitute, there's a direct relationship. There's a direct relationship between the price and the effect on the substitute. Okay, so this chart you can take for your purposes, right? Sir, is there any difference between demand and the quantity demand? Yes, there is a difference between demand and demand. See, demand is a thing where you can say I have this particular thing buy. I can buy calculator. Okay, I can buy calculator. Okay, right, this is something only demand, something only demand. Okay, everyone, when you are actually the quantification, that is called as quantity demand. So when you are expressing in terms of the numbers, right, it is quantity demanded. Okay, everyone, when you are giving individual demand or you are giving some market demand, it's always the quantity demanded, and it's not just demand. So you can say demand is an isolated term, right, which is very general. Okay, everyone, very general. Demand is something which is really very subjective. When it comes to quantity demanded, it is objective, which could be quantified. So therefore there is a slight difference between. Okay, Devesh is saying sound is coming and going, right? Is it a problem everywhere? Is it a problem with you also, guys? If it is there, then I would do one thing. I would just change this mic to the normal mic, right? Then the awaaz would be like, the sound would be something different. Let me do it if it is so. Let me do it if it's so, right? So let me put into default, right? Okay. Now is it okay, guys? Okay. Now the the desktop is going to catch the voice. I can't do anything here, right? No sound problem at Nitin's, but there's a sound problem with other people. Okay, no issue at all, right? Now, there's one more concept that we are going to cover is the income effect. What is the income effect? Income effect is where your income is same, okay, everyone, but the price of the commodity has fallen. So you can buy more of a commodity with a given income, right? So this income effect. The second thing could be that the income is rising and therefore you are buying the same commodity at the same price more. Okay, it could be the income effect. So basically, the purchasing power of your income has increased. This is called the income effect. What is substitution effect? Substitution effect is where the price of the commodity has fallen, and because of which it is now more better to buy a cheaper commodity to buy a very costlier commodity. So you will find same utility when it comes to a cheaper commodity. What is utility? Utility is subjective. Okay, you are finding it very good for you, therefore it has some utility. For example, cigarette doesn't have utility for me because I don't like it, but some people might be liking it because it satisfies them in one way or another way, right? So it does have the utility. Okay, so example, there are two brands of the cigarettes, cigarette A, cigarette B.
Suppose cigarette A is 15 rupees, cigarette B is also 15 rupees. Okay. And the price of the cigarette A has fallen to 10. So persons will be substituting cigarette B with cigarette A because these two cigarettes are giving the same utility. This is called substitution effect. So the price of the commodity and the contaminant are related, and these are related because of the income effect and substitution effect. एग्जाम में आएगा काव्या प्रांजल, एग्जाम में आएगा नितिन, एग्जाम में आएगा ईशान, it would be asked in the examinations, right? Devesh, it would be asked in the examination, right? Why there is a law of demand? Two reasons, right? Two reasons: income effect and the substitution effect. Income effect and the substitution effect. With the same you can same income you can buy more of the products, right? Substitution means you are going to substitute the costlier products with the cheaper products, right? It would be asked in the examination. It could be asked in the compact test series also, where you could win the prizes, right? Right, that's great. Okay, now we've come to the disposable income. Can you tell me guys what is disposable income? Disposable income, see, you get a salary. Okay, everyone, your mom, your dad could be into the jobs, right? They could be getting the salaries. This salaries, you know, a lot of part of the salaries goes into EMI. So you have to pay the home loan EMI, you have to pay the EMI for the durables you have purchased and all, right? Then what is, what is left as a disposable salary? The consumer who is willing to spend this much of now is called the disposable income. So if you have the higher disposable income, therefore you would tend to spend more. Okay, everyone. So the purchasing power of the buyer is determined by the level of his disposable income. More disposable income I have, I am going to spend more. Okay, everyone. So if I have 50,000 rupees left with me after the after all the EMIs and everything that I have paid, then I would be, say, suppose I would be buying refrigerator. Okay, but if I have more than 50,000 rupees, I have 90,000 rupees, then I would be buying the refrigerator as well as the air conditioner. Okay, everyone. So basically, if there is a rise in the disposable income, there would be more demand for the commodities, right? And it is also reversed. If there is a decrease in the disposable income, the people would tend not to spend. Okay, they would not be buying the stuff at the lower prices even, right? Because there is a decrease in the disposable income. So there is a positive relationship between the quantity demanded and the disposable income. How it is positive? Let's see this particular thing. The nature of the relationship between the disposable income and the quantity demanded, okay, depends upon the nature of the goods. It also depends upon the nature of the goods, which kind of the nature of the goods it is. Is it necessities, it is luxuries, or it is something related to the basic necessities of the life and all that, right? So the normal goods, if you talk about the normal goods, what happens, right? At first, if your income has risen, so you will be eating more food, okay, but you cannot spend all of your money on the food. Okay, everyone, after satisfying your hunger, okay, after satisfying the taste buds and all, okay, if you still have money, then you would be spending it on the home furniture, then the clothing, or you might be having a bike, you might be taking a car and all that, right? Till what time you can eat, only till what time you can have the different types of the dishes available in the market. Okay, everyone. So basically what happens, basic necessities, after the fulfillment of basic necessity, you will move to the much more bigger products, like you can move to the consumer durables, you can move to the semi durables, and so on, right? And it is the same when the income falls. Okay, everyone, income falls, the people don't just buy the durables, they don't just buy the AC, furniture, clothing and everything. They will come back to the same level. They would be looking for the food and everything, right guys? So this is very important. Okay, it depends upon the nature of the goods. If there is an increase in the income, it is not that you are going to have the things double triple. Okay, it depends upon the nature of the goods. If your income is risen to a some extent, you would be spending more on the necessities. After that, you would be buying the durables and the semi durables. After that, you would be going to the foreign trips, or you would be having a bigger houses. Okay, everyone. And when there's a decrease in the disposable income, the first thing that you club would be the foreign travels. The second thing that you'll be going to club is buying the big houses, and then you would be limiting the purchases of the durables and the semi-durables, and then finally you'll be looking at to the things like, okay, I won't at the hotel every week, every weekend and all, right? So income has a very good effect. Okay, and effect and the income has a negative effect when it comes to inferior goods, right? The inferior goods are also called as given goods. Okay, everyone. Inferior goods are also called as given goods. What are these given goods? Given goods are something which are very inferior. For example, bajra. Okay, everyone. So people are not gonna buy bajra because the price of the bajra is falling. Okay, they would substitute it with the rice. They will substitute it with the wheat because those are superior goods. Now that the bajra's price is falling, the people are not buying it much because you see your purchasing power, you have more money now. You have more money now. You can buy more bajra, but the people are not gonna do this because their income has risen. So with the increase in the income, people are not going to spend much money on inferior goods. Rather, they would avoid the inferior goods, right? So you can read the whole sentence related to the inferior goods. These are the commodities with the quantity demanded rises only to a certain level of the income and decreases with the increase in the money income beyond this level. For example, I take Parle G. Now, Parle G is very tasty thing. Yes, we know about it, right? But the problem with the Parle G is that after we grow up, our income rises. We avoid Parle G. Okay, sir. We're gonna have the biscuits which are more tasty, which are chocolatey, which are having the cream, so on things, right? So somewhere some biscuits are considered as inferior goods. We are not gonna buy more of it, right? When our income rises. Okay. So when it comes to the essential consumer goods, right? When it comes to basic facilities, to a some extent, we would be demanding it more. But after that, we are not going to demand the basic necessities once they are fulfilled. So we'll be looking for the consumption of the durable goods like TV, car, houses, and everything, right? And here the there would be demand in those things and not in the other things, right? Yes, Kavya says dark fantasy. Okay, can you just spell out which chocolate or which biscuit you like the most, right? I like the Dark Fantasy is my favorite biscuit, and some other biscuits are like I also like that 50-50, right? Crack Jack 50-50. But Parle G is something that I don't like much now, right? In childhood, that was my favorite biscuit. Right? I used to eat it like wow, it is the first thing that I should take in the morning, right? But not now. It is out of my taste buds now. But yes, I like the 50-50 Crack Jack. I like this Dark Fantasy. Good Day is also good. It comes with cashew nuts and all that, right? So if you have someone, then you can tell, right? If you have some biscuit, favorite biscuit, you can tell in the comment box. Yeah, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. Now, one more determinant of demand is taste and preferences of the buyers. Now, it has a very huge impact on whom. It has a huge impact on the demand of a particular good, right? For example, why the people are buying the Apple mobiles? Okay, why people are buying the Apple mobiles? Because Apple comes with a brand value. Apple, when you are holding an Apple mobile, it gives you some kind of prestige feeling, right? You feel proud that you have an Apple. You can stand somewhere and show off that I have Apple. The people would buy 12 Max Pro and they will, take the selfie, okay, and they will post in the Instagram, okay. So it is basically the buyer's preference. Buyers will be comparing their mobiles with the Apple mobiles, and they will be, benchmarking. Benchmarking means comparing and making the very calculations that this mobile has that camera quality is good, or the way we are holding that phone is something different, or it has that color, it has that color, that has three cameras and the four cameras, so many stuff, right? The taste and the preferences do play a very great role. Okay, everyone, do play a very great role. There are two things: in the fashion, out of the fashion. Okay, in the fashion and out of the fashion. So basically, which kind of the goods you're gonna have, in the fashion or out of the fashion? Write there into the comment box. Let me know, right? So things come and go, right? When I was a kid, there used to be a trend of the shirts with the check crossing जो है design and all, right? There was a fashion. Now after some time that disappeared. Everybody was having the plain shirts. Now again the people are buying the shirts with the design of checks and all that. Okay, so basically the fashion comes in and fashion goes out, and therefore the taste and the preferences of the buyer change. So okay, so if the consumer is perceiving, it is all about perception. Okay, if the consumer is perceiving this particular item is old, this particular calculator is old, it is not looking that great, it will shift to some other thing. right? He thinks that black calculators are out of the fashion. They are gonna buy something which is a white calculator, or something which are very, narrow band calculators, or some other things, right? So, when you have, like, I have this mobile, right? I'm operating on this mobile. This is 6S. This mobile I bought in 2016, okay? And it was very costly that time, okay? I bought this mobile, and after buying this mobile, what happened? What happened is that Apple started launching the new mobiles, iPhone 7, iPhone 8, now iPhone 10, then 11, 12, so many. So I feel that I have utilized this phone a lot, okay? So I will prefer iPhone 7, iPhone 8, 10, 11, 12. So it happens that my taste and preferences are gonna changing, because I think this mobile is not inferior. Is something that I've used a lot. I have fully utilized it, right? So there could be the other things like external effect on the utility. It could be demonstration effect, it could be bandwagon effect, or it could be Veblen effect, or it could be Snoop effect. Okay, so these four terms are really very important. First thing is demonstration effect. What do you think demonstration effect? It is the advertisement. The advertisement is gonna have a positive impact on your demand, right? So suppose the Lux has been advertised by Rakhi Sawant, and the Lux is also advertised by Shah Rukh Khan, right? Shah Rukh Khan is also was also the brand ambassador for the Lux Sabun, right? What do you think, guys? Who is going to have more influence on the people, right? Rakhi Sawant or Shah Rukh Khan? Obviously, sir, the Shah Rukh Khan is going to have more impact on the sales of Lux Sabun, okay, Lux soap, okay, compared to Rakhi Sawant. So it's clearly a demonstration effect. So the advertisement is going to play a very big role when it comes to the demand of a particular commodity. It enumerates the desire in the people that I want to have that product. I would be buying that product. I would be, bathing with that soap. Okay, because the Shah Rukh Khan is using that. And when it comes to Rakhi Sawant, oh my God, I can't buy that stuff. Okay, that is very, oh my God, I could not say more than that. This, right? Yes, definitely. Deepika Padukone, it will have more effect. If somebody is a very, very okay wala actor, so then the effect will be lower, and so many things, right? So it could be asked in the examination, who coined this word demonstration effect? So who coined this word demonstration effect? It was James Dusenberry, right, guys? So do note this. Okay, Unacademy. Okay, who is this movie mania? Okay, if you have anything to tell, then you can actually go and tell it to the audit team, rather than coming here and making, right? Okay, fine. So Pranjal, okay, Kavya, that's great. Vipul, sir, exam. Okay, yeah, exam. So basically it could be asked in exam that what is demonstration effect? And demonstration effect, the term was coined by whom? It was coined by James Dusenberry. Okay, everyone, James Dusenberry. And what does it mean? It means the desire of the people to emulate the consumption behavior of others. So basically, in other words, the people buy or have things because they see the other people's have able to have them, right? So if you have Creta, then in that case, your friend would be saying that I should also have Creta. I have blocked that person. Okay, movie mania, I have blocked you, right? I request other people to also block him, because he is not adding any value. And the people who doesn't add any value should not be here with us. So basically, you can see that demonstration effect is what? Demonstration effect is basically I am showing off. I am showing off my pad. Okay, I am showing off. Say I am showing off my Apple's laptop, right? So this is going to have effect on you. You would say I would also become CA. I would all have these products with me. Demonstration effect. Okay, everyone. So if you see a new model of cell phone, the people are using it, your neighbor is using it, your friend is using it, basically you would be desirous of having it. Okay, in my colony, when one of our neighbor bought the car, everybody came with the car within a 1 year. So this is demonstration effect. Okay, the next one is the bandwagon effect. See, we are the social people, you know about it. Okay, we want to grow as a group. Okay, everyone, we want to copy the things. We don't want to be inferior in any group of the people. Okay, exam किस month में होगा? It would be in the May end. Okay, May end. Okay, and it would not be in June. It would be in May end. Last week the exam will begin. Okay, So bandwagon effect refers to the extent to which the demand of the commodity is increased due to the fact that the others are also consuming the product. So, if I am using a particular pen, okay, everyone, right? Or I am using a particular mobile, it will going to affect you also, because you would be looking at it, you get influenced by it, right? So if the people are, uh, wearing the polo t-shirts, okay, in the say in the summer season, so you would be desirous of buying the polo t-shirts, okay. So this is what is the bandwagon effect. So basically the demand is increasing because the other people are also consuming the same product. You would be saying that I should also have this particular thing with me. So this is bandwagon effect. Now here comes a point, when it comes to the bandwagon effect, what is this? The others are using it, therefore I also be using this, because the others are using this, I would also be using that. Now what is snoop effect? Snoop effect is because others are using it, I am not going to use it. Because others are using it, I am not going to use this. This is snoop effect. Okay, everyone, are you getting this point, right? There's a difference between bandwagon effect, okay, bandwagon effect and the snoop effect. Okay, when it comes to like others are using it, therefore I would be purchasing the same thing, right? And when it discuss snoop effect, the others are using the same commodity, so I am not going to use that commodity. I would be using something more superior, something which had more eye catching things. So these are two different things. So you have to you want to represent yourself to be different from the other people. You don't want to be the part of the common herd. Okay, everyone. For example, when I was like looking for the options after 12th, everybody was joining BCom. So I thought, no, 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 I would not do BCom, right? So the bandwagon effect says, since everybody is doing BCom, then I should also be doing the BCom. And Snoop effect, what does it say? It says, since everybody is doing BCom, I would not be doing BCom, I would be doing the CA, right? So which category you fall into, right? BCom category or CA category, let me know into the comment box, right? Kritik Shri, welcome to the class. कैसे हो आप, right? Kavya, Snoop effect is unique. I want to get distinct. I want to have something different for the people. The people are not coming with that. Everybody is buying the JBL ka speaker. I will not buy the JBL ka speaker. I will buy Bose speaker, which is highest quality, best sound. Yes, come on. Devesh Chaudhary sir, these effects come under taste and preferences of the buyer. Yes, exactly. These are under the taste and preferences of the buyer. Exactly, exactly, Devesh. Yes, exactly. Right? Okay. Hi, Aryan. Welcome to the class. How are you? Pranjal says, sir, both. Okay. You are in both, in BCom into CA also. But suppose you want to distinguish yourself from the other people, you would be having some other course, then it is Snoop effect. If everybody is going for the same, then it is bandwagon effect. Okay. So there is a difference between bandwagon effect or it is a Snoop effect. So I hope it is clear, right? I hope it is clear. Okay. Now, there one more thing when you comes to the status seeking rich people to satisfy their consumption. Okay. So have you seen that Bappy Larry? What is great thing about Mr. Bappy Larry? What is great thing about Mr. Bappy Larry? What are the common thing that you find when you find the photo of the Bappy Larry? Everybody is talking about the same, right? What is that one thing that attracts you when it comes to the Bappy Larry, right? So Bappy Larry always come with so lot of jewels, lot of jewelry, right? Lot of gold jewelry, so much shining things are there around his neck and the in the hand clubs and all, right? So many things are into it. Okay, yes, the gold chain. Actually, what he's doing, actually he's showing himself that he is a rich person. His consumption is the wearing of gold chain. This particular thing is called Veblen effect. This is called Veblen effect. Okay, so a particular person has 100 cars. There was a spiritual son in the past, like 30-40 years ago, he died. He had 100 Rolls Royals. Okay, so this is Veblen effect. Okay, Veblen effect is something really very great. I would have expensive stuff which would be only one in the whole city. I have this because I am a person of that category. Nobody suits in my category. Okay, everyone. I have a particular model of the car and that is not available elsewhere in the world. That is available to me only. Okay. So, what is the distinction between Snoop effect and the Veblen effect? The Snoop effect is something that other people are consuming it, and therefore I would not be consuming it. I would not be buying it. Okay, everyone. And the Veblen effect is which is I'm buying this because it is very highly priced. It is something in crores of rupees. Therefore, I am buying it. I want to show to the people that I can buy it. Okay, everyone. Yes, actually, right? Sir, पहले तो सब बोल रहे थे कि एग्जाम जून में होगा. बेटा एग्जाम जून में ही एक प्रकार से है, लेकिन मई एंड में शिफ्ट कर दिया ना. It was in first week of the May. Now it is in the last week of the May. So it is having the same effect. Same effect हुआ ना? क्या difference है? It has the same effect, right? Okay. So yes. So it could be asked in the examination. Everybody, let be very clear, right? Snoop effect and Veblen effect. Okay. Everybody is buying this particular commodity, therefore I won't be buying some other product which is very good, okay, which is higher than that, superior than that, right? This is Snoop effect. I would not go with the common herd. I would not go with the people, what people are buying. Everybody is buying the HP ka laptop, I will buy the Mac ka laptop, right? Snoop effect. Okay. Veblen effect is something when I'm buying something which is actually really very high priced, okay, in order to show off, okay, everyone, in order to let people know this is conspicuous consumption. There is nothing to do with my life. It is not going to add any value to my life, but it is going to have an effect when it comes to showing off the people, right? Show off. And this goods type of the goods are really very high priced. Okay, Veblen effect. Okay. Okay. Then it comes the consumers' expectations. Okay, so consumer expectations regarding the future prices, income, supply conditions, so many things are there into it, right? So if the consumer expecting the increase in the future prices, there would be increase in the income or shortage in supply or whatever, there would be effect on the demand of the commodity. The first thing, if I think my income is going to rise, I would have more demand. If I think the future prices are going to increase, then I would buy more of a product now, right? If I think there would be fall in the price of the commodity in the coming time, then I would not be buying it now. I will see, I will buy in the future when the prices go down. So this is the consumer expectations. Okay, so consumer expectation is going to affect the current demand. Okay, if I expect a fall in the price, okay, if I expect there is a fall in the price in the future time, then I would buy in the future. Why should I buy now? The current demand will fall, right? So if I'm very confident about my income in the coming days, I would be buying a home on EMI. Okay, everyone. But if I'm not confident about my income, my job, or the economic conditions around me in the coming future, then I would not be spending a big sum, right? The consumer expectations are gonna have a huge impact on the demand of the commodities, right? Now the other factors. I would ask one by one question and then we will conclude the class because it is already how much time? It is already 37 minutes. The class is scheduled for 45 minutes. Tomorrow we'll be taking the MCQs on the determinants of the demand. We'll take at least 15 to 20 MCQs and then after we'll be starting the law of demand. Okay. Now first question before you, why size of the population? What do you think, guys, right? About the size of the population. If the size of the population is more, the demand would be more or less. There into the comment box. Let me know, guys. Yes. Come on. Last 7 to 8 minutes. Okay. Come on, guys. Let me know into the comment box. If the size of the population is more, it is a larger. Okay. What would be the effect on the demand? Demand would be lower or larger, right? Larger the size of the population of a country or the region, larger would be the number of the buyers and the quantity demanded would also be more, right? Very great. Now, age distribution of the population. So, what kind of the population you have? You have young population, you have old population, right? If you are younger population, then there would be a demand for the very fashionable things. Okay, there would be demand for the discourse, there would be demand for the travel, there would be demand for the adventurous things. And if you have older population, then you will have the demand for the spectacles, walking sticks, and so many things, right? If children are very much, there would be demand for the Ilonas, right? Toys. There would be demand for the chocolates, candies. Okay. So basically you are going to have more demand for the toys, baby foods, and the toffees when it comes to the point that your population consists of lot many children. Okay. And also depends upon the rural population and the urban population, right? If you have more a rural population, okay, so your demand would be very basics. Okay. Okay, when you have a lot of urban population, there would be demand for lot many things which are not actually needed in the rural areas. For example, you are not required to have the vacuum cleaner in the rural areas. You are not required to have tissue papers in the rural areas, but that would be a requirement in the urban areas, because every hotel, everywhere you go, you will find the people are using the tissue papers and all, right? So basically this is the thing that you need to take care of. Okay, the next question is from my side. Okay, level of the national income. What do you think, guys? If our country's national income rises, how it is going to affect the demand, overall demand? Sir, if the national income of India rises, there would be more demand from the India. Okay, fine. No issue at all. Then comes to the point, the distribution of the national income. Now, there could be distribution equally among all people in the country, right? Or there could be unequal distribution. Some people are getting richer and richer, some people are getting poorer and poorer. It could also help, right? So, for example, we have national income, we have higher national income, but the biggest cake of the national income is going to Ambani Adani. It is going to the rich people. Then what will happen? The people would be buying more luxuries. Okay, everyone. So middle goods would not be taken care of, right? The people would be buying more luxuries, and since a lot of people are still in hunger, so people would also be demanding for the basic necessities. If there's a balanced distribution of the national income, then everybody would be demanding in the same way, same condition. Okay, everyone. So there are two things: rise in the level of the national income, and second is the distribution. So if the distribution is even, if the distribution is balanced, then it is good for the country, it is good for everybody. Okay, and if the distribution is very unequal, then the rich people would be asking for the luxuries and the poor people will be asking for the basic necessities, and the things in between them would have less demand. If the distribution of the income is even balanced, then the goods in between the luxuries and the basic necessities, the demand would be more for those goods, right? I hope it is clear for you. Okay, right? So the last point of this, if the distribution of income is more equal, you can see this point, right? If the distribution of income is more equal, then the propensity to consume, propensity is the urge to continue. Okay, urge to consume of a country as a whole will be relatively high, because the income is even, because the income distribution is balanced. So if the income distribution is balanced, then there would be relatively high demand for the goods. Okay, because the demand comes from all sector of the economy, right? Now, this is a very important point when it comes to India: the consumer credit facility and the interest rates. Come on, everyone. If I'm offering you a car loan at 10%, and other bank is offering you a car loan from at 8%, okay, would you be taking the loan from me, or you would be taking the loan from that other bank? I am offering you the car loan at 10% and the other bank is offering you at 8%. My question is, where would you get the car loan done? Okay, definitely, sir, we will go to the bank which is offering us 8% because it is giving me the lower interest rate. Suppose if you are hesitant buying the car at 8% rate of interest, okay, some scheme is launched where you are required to pay just 2% interest rate, just 2% instead of 10%, 8%, just 2%, right? Oh, sir, that's really very cool. Why people are buying more houses now? Why people are buying more houses? Number one reason: the Maharashtra government has lowered the stamp duty. Since the Maharashtra government has lowered the stamp duty, everybody is rushing to buy the home. Second thing, the interest rates for the home loans are decreasing. It was 10% 5 years back. Now it is 6.9%. Now it is just 6.9%, right? So people are buying more houses, people are spending more, people are buying the flats in the metro areas and the non-metro areas and all, right? So there is a sudden surge in the demand for the houses. Why it is happening? Because banking facilities are available. People, banks can check the CIBIL score, and every your history can be assessed very easily. The interest rates are getting fallen, they are getting fallen, and it is making people buy, it is making people spend, right? Earlier we don't used to have the credit cards, now we have the credit cards. Okay, so we can spend before earning, so people just go and buy something on the credit card, right? So this kind of the credit facility is going to boost the demand, right? So basically loans are going to boost the demand. Okay, yes, that's great, Pranjal. That's so good. Okay. Yes. Devesh also says from the bank. Kavya also says home loan. Yes, Pranjal, that's really very cool. Yes, Kushi, what was your answer? Okay. So the low rate of the interest would encourage to borrow and therefore demand would be more, right? Now comes the point number E. Now this point number E is government policies and regulations, right? So government policies are basically tax and the subsidy. Okay, government policies are basically tax and the subsidies. If there are more taxes on a particular commodity, what will happen? That commodity is going to get very costlier, and therefore the people are not gonna buy it. Okay, for example, when it comes to like solar panels and all, right, government is offering a lot of subsidies, right? So people think if I buy the solar panels, then I can generate the electricity, I can save the environment, as well as he also thinks that there would be subsidy, I would be saving in the same electricity bill. Okay, so there would be more and more solar panels. Have you ever, seen this thing in the market, or you have observed in your surrounding that the people are buying more and more solar panels? It is because of the subsidy. Okay, so subsidy are gonna encourage. Okay, lowering of the taxes is gonna encourage the demand for the particular commodity. Okay, yes. So government want to promote everything which is socially desirable, and therefore the government policies are going to play a very big role. Now, when it comes to other things, the other things are going to affect the demand also. For example, the weather conditions. So, in the winter season, you would have more jackets. Okay. Also, the business condition. If the business condition are favorable, then yes, the people would be spending more on the plant and the machinery. They would be buying the shops. What is the stage of the business cycle? So, business cycle is in the growth stage. There would be more demand. If the business cycle is at the stable stage or it is falling, then there would be lesser demand. What is the amount of the wealth you have accumulated? It is also going to play. What is the level of your education? Your level of the education is going to affect a lot many things. Okay, you would only be buying those things which are you find very good. For example, you are a very highly educated person, then you would not be, you would not be simply making the purchases like you would not be buying unhealthy stuff. Okay, you would be buying the healthy stuff which has more protein. Okay, everyone, right? So this is the level of the education is going to play a very important role. Marital status, yes, whether you are married or not, it depends whether you are married or not. Some of the things which be required when you are married, some of the things are not required when you are unmarried, right? Socio-economical class. So if you belong to a particular community, then you would be buying some kinds of the hats or some kind of the other, dresses and all. Group membership. You have taken the group membership somewhere, then you have to be as per the group. Okay. Habits of the consumer. Yes, some people is very crazy for the smoking and all things, so they would be demanding cigarettes and all. Some people are not at all interested in that. Then there could be the social customs and the convention, salesmanship, advertisement, and all this are going to play a very important role when it comes to the demand. So all this we have covered, guys. Sorry, today my pen was not working. I don't know what had happened to it, right? It was not working. I could have written something and I have shown you, right? So we have covered so many things today. Okay. So we covered, we covered this very important things, right? Demonstration effect or the bandwagon effect or Veblen effect or Snoop effect. We also see the distinction between the Snoop effect and the Veblen effect. Okay, Snoop effect is something that people are consuming it. I am not going to consume it. Veblen effect is something that I would be buying a very highly priced, expensive car so that it would be unique and it would be a function of price. More price it will have, I would buy it, right? And then we have seen the consumer expectation and so other factors related to determinants of demand. Tomorrow we would have the law of demand, the law of demand function and law of demand, and we see the chart and graph related to it, right? And yes, I hope the pen would be okay by tomorrow. So we would be using it, we will be drawing some graph and the charts. And yes, we will be having at least 10 to 15 MCQs before we start it, right? So we will meet again, right, at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning at same place, same channel with same person and same students. And I wish you will call other friends too, right? And if you haven't liked the video yet, please like the video and do subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't taken the subscription yet, take the subscription. You can use my code PINKESS to get this 10% off. And please note that this 10% off is going to be 5% very soon. So if you haven't taken the subscription, it's a very good chance that you save the money and subscribe to the Unacademy, right? So with this, guys, I would like to say bye bye. Thank you so much, everybody, right? Okay, so bye bye, guys. Tata, take care. Okay, so I'm making a back counting. Bye bye. Five, four, three, two, one. Bye bye. Yeah, Devesh. Yeah, I am regularly coming into the classes. There's no issue, right? Tomorrow we would have classes and we'll be running it. Only Sunday things is like uncertain. I don't take classes on Sunday. Okay. Otherwise, I am taking the classes regularly, right? So I'm attending your class for the first time. Oh, Kavya, do you like the class? Okay. Do you like how I speak in English? Was that were it was fine to you? Okay, let me know, right? Because all these classes are English into the English language, and we are teaching this classes in the English like for the first time. This is for first time, right? Thank you so much, Kavya. Thank you so much. Okay, yes, Pranjal. Thank you, thank you. Right. Okay, guys. Let we meet again at 11 a.m. Bye bye. Take care. Tata. So it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tata. Okay, that's great. Okay, amazing.